Alright guys, what is up? This is your girl, Bofina1, bringing you guys another YouTube video. So, you guys can see, well, you kind of can't see, I'm actually in my room, but I kind of just want to talk to you guys a little bit about, just growing up and, now that I'm 20 years old and, just like when people would say how, you should enjoy your childhood, you should enjoy, being young, you should enjoy, things being simpler. And although I'm not 100% an adult, a lot of people consider you to be an adult until you're like, what, 21 or sometimes even 22, if not older. But, I just kind of feel like, I sit back and I think, and, I mean, things are not really hard necessarily in my life. And they're not, like a struggle, but just, you start to see different things. You start to see different people. You start to realize, the troubles of what adults go to. You start to realize, like, for instance, like, I went from part-time and now I am full-time. And I see the struggles of, trying to juggle a full-time job, trying to, go to class, trying to, do YouTube, do Twitch. I mean, trying to juggle all of these different aspects of my life and still have time for me, still have time to take care of, necessities, like, I mean, just a little bit of everything. And although it's like at a minuscule scale, I see those things and, I now realize, what my parents meant, like saying, enjoy being young and carefree. And I am still young. I still am, for the most part, carefree, but I'm starting to see little bits and pieces of things that I would do when I was younger are no longer acceptable. Or, you have to learn to grow up. You can't keep doing the same things you were doing when you were younger. And, I guess it just makes you kind of like think about things and realize things about your life and just, I don't know, I hope you guys kind of understand where I'm going with this, but just, how everyone always wants to rush in high school to grow up. Oh, I can't wait to get out of high school. I can't wait to graduate. You don't realize, when you come out of high school at 18, whether you're going to college, whether you're, going to a program for a year and then going to college, or whether you're not going to college, getting a job. I mean, like, that's a huge slap in the face of adulthood. And sometimes it sucks, and although a lot of you probably don't think I'm an adult, I mean, I'm 20. To a lot of older people, I don't sound like an adult, but legally at 18, you're an adult. So, it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of like I'm starting to realize things, stuff like with bills and things I'm paying. And, just a lot of stuff you start to realize, like, yeah, stuff costs. And, things are not just as carefree as they were before. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that my life sucks, because it doesn't. My life is great. But I'm just saying that, like, you start to realize, I mean, just a lot of stuff, like, for instance, right now, how I'm able to, do YouTube and do Twitch. By the time I'm 25, I'm out of college and I'm working, I may not be able to do those things. I may not have time for those things, and it just kind of makes you think about things, like, yeah, I'm growing up. And so are the people that are, you, the viewer watching, just having the ability to do Twitch and do YouTube and do all these things. And, by the time I'm 25, 26, this stuff, I may not be able to do these things, as I get older. So, I'm just kind of enjoying it for right now. And you realize that, like, yeah, there's no point in rushing to grow up. Just, you realize as you get older that when you were younger, you should have enjoyed it more and you should take more advantage of it versus trying to rush to grow up like so many people want to do. And then they get out in the real world, you start doing, getting older and, have bills, and you realize, like, yeah, like, man, my childhood was the best thing ever. I mean, I think about things sometimes too, like how in middle school and in K through 5th, all you had to worry about, was just going to school, just playing kickball or, I mean, just whatever, and now it's, working, trying to, you're still in school, but you have other responsibilities that matter more. I mean, just, what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do in your major, Are you going to get an internship in your major? Are you going to be able to succeed when you get out of college? I mean, just, there's a lot more other things. Some people work. I mean, just, it's the whole nine. So, I'm not going to keep ranting on this topic. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel as well as don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Bofina1. That's Bofina1. And on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bofina1. And on Facebook at Bofina1. And hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace, Fan Army.